This is a famous street for bars here?
Famous street. The name is Pichico Bar.
Pichico Bar.
Yeah. A lot of bars. Close have another street. A lot of people too. But teenagers. Huh?
Oh yeah. This one's adults.
What?
This one is gringos.
Gringos, just a little bit here. Like this one, Gringos in Vila Magdalena. Another street. Here, a little bit.
Yo, what's up with it, y'all? It's JD, travelsthenix, and I'm back with another quick video. This video is gonna be about São Paulo nightlife. So the first night that I got to São Paulo, I went out and I went to two different areas. One of them I believe was called Pichico Bar area, and that area was super chill. Wasn't too many gringos in the area. It was pretty much everybody outside, chilling, having a seat, having a drink. Most people were in groups, their friends. It wasn't too many, it's not like the interaction where you have in an American bar where everybody's mingling with strangers. It was more so just like everybody was clicked up, had their own tables, chopping it up with their friends, maybe having a bite to eat, and also having a drink as well. Don't get me wrong, you can approach people and you can start conversations, but I think it's more of a place where people meet up with friends. And keep in mind, tonight, in this video, this was on a Monday night, the day before New Year's Eve. So it was a pretty slow night, but as you can see, there was still a lot of people out. So after we went to the Pichico area, we ended up going to Vila Magdalena. And Vila Magdalena is an area that's famous for their murals. They have a lot of street art. So they have a little place called, I think it's called Buco do Batman, which is basically Batman's alley. And that alley is filled with street art, as you can see. But anyways, it's also famous because it's a nightlife area, and the nightlife area that I wouldn't say it caters to gringos, but there is gringos in the area. Because I went out in Vila Magdalena on a Monday night, and I also went out on a Saturday night once, and both times there was barely any gringos. Probably a handful of gringos maybe the whole time I was out there, at least that I seen. But in Vila Magdalena, on a Monday night, which is what I'm going to talk about right now, there was a lot of live music. You go to different bars. There was live music. There was samba playing. People walking around, having drinks in the street. Even in this area, Vila Magdalena, there's a lot of bars where people are also sitting down with their friends, chopping it up, having a drink, having something to eat, listening to music. Oh yeah, another thing is that when you guys go to Brazil, you have to try this Brazilian drink. It's pretty much the most famous drink that they have there. It's called a caipirinha. And it's basically, I forget what the name of the alcohol is, I'll put it on there. But it's basically some sort of alcohol, sugar, lime, and ice. So all mixed up. They put hella sugar in it, depending on where you get it made at. This dude, he didn't really put as much sugar as some of the other spots. But when I was in Rio, they was just loading that shit up with sugar. But it's a pretty good drink, so I definitely recommend that you try them. And depending on where you get them at, they can be pretty cheap. So, like when I was in Rio, they were selling them on the streets for $1. Or $2 for a big ass one. Fast forward to Saturday night. Saturday night, I went out with a couple friends that I met. Some American cats, and also with my homeboy Gustavo, who I met the first day I got to Sao Paulo, who's a Brazilian cat. We went out, kicked it, went out to Vila Magdalena, and Vila Magdalena was way more packed. They had live music playing in certain spots, people walking around all over the streets. You could pretty much go to every single bar and it was gonna be packed. They had some clubs there too. We decided to go to a hookah bar. And the hookah bar that we went to, at first they started off with live music and it was pretty chill on the inside, but towards the end of the night, the bar got super popping and they started playing a lot of funk music. And if you don't know what funk music is, it's like, I would almost say it's like Brazil's version of hip hop. It's kind of like hip hop and reggaeton mix, I would say, something like that. But funk music is pretty dope. You should check it out. So the bar was actually pretty packed in terms of areas where you can sit down and smoke hookah. So what we did is the owners actually brought out our hookah onto the street. So we just had our hookah posted up right in front of the bar, which was actually even better. So we ended up having the hookah right out by the bar. We can kind of see what was going on outside, and then we can go inside the bar if we wanted to go listen to some music. I mean, we could hear the music from the outside of the bar too, but it was a pretty dope setup because we could see who's walking by. You want to talk to girls, you can talk to girls when they're walking by and you're sitting up there smoking your hookah. So if you want to invite them to come over and smoke hookah with you, you can do that too. But we ended up meeting a couple girls and they came and chilled with us. We ended up going in, dancing, smoking hookah with the girls, and then at the end of the night, we ended up going and getting something to eat and all that. But Vila Magdalena is definitely a dope spot. You definitely want to hit that up when you're in São Paulo, Brazil. I highly recommend that you hit up that hookah lounge that we went to. It's called Eclair Lounge. It's a cool environment. Like I said, the music was good. You can post up on the street, or you can post up, they have a rooftop as well, so you can actually post up on the rooftop. That's actually originally where I wanted to sit at. But definitely recommend hitting up Vila Magdalena. You can just walk around, go into different spots, and you might end up finding a spot that's even better than the places that I went to. But anyways, y'all, that's it for this Sao Paulo nightlife video. I got a Rio nightlife video that I'm gonna drop next, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the content. Peace.